Welcome back to Royals Franchise. This is a live on Twitch edition. This is opening day for the 2025 Royals, and we're a few games into the MLB regular season, maybe even several at this point. And already, Maikel Garcia is hitting bombs. The power boost was maybe not enough. It should be 99 power against both sides. Maikel Garcia is hitting bombs. He's unbelievable. And he had a very nice season for us in 2024. 763 OPS, really nice year to build on. And when you look at what Bobby Witt Jr. did last year, Maikel Garcia is our best infielder, and it's not even close. Although, if you've been watching the Royals in real life, Bobby Witt Jr. has been incredible. I hope, 2024 here in the game was just an outlier. I think what we want to do once we get to the regular season, which we can go ahead and do right now, is set our training and get Bobby Witt Jr. to focus on discipline. I could care less about the fielding drills. How do I get discipline to go up? Hitting coach sessions. I think the sub 50 discipline is the biggest thing holding Bobby Witt Jr. back. And this is a very interesting start to opening day, but that's my focus right now. Get that up. What about for Maikel Garcia? I'm fine with batting cages to work on the contact. It's not bad already, but it could be better. Vision and discipline are just okay. Power I could see going up. For Gorman, I don't need sprints. I would say vision and discipline for him. JD Martinez, we'll work on this in a little bit. But if you guys did not see the offseason, which some people in the comments section here on Twitch did not see yet, our big addition was JD Martinez. A lot of people wanted me to go out and sign Juan Soto. It just wasn't a realistic option. If you looked at what the Royals have done with their all-time biggest free agent signings, you would not believe how small the figures are. I think their biggest contract ever, it might be like two. It's bringing back Alex Gordon and bringing in Ian Kennedy. Juan Soto was not in the cards. And Juan Soto in 2025, there is a 0% chance he's signing with the Royals. It just wasn't something I was willing to do with my series. So you'll have to hopefully understand that. We did bring in Phil Maton, Hector Neris, and Jonathan Loaizaga. We also brought in Andrew McCutchen and Frankie Montas. So we brought in some pieces, but how many of these guys are actually all that good? We do need to fill out our double A roster. We could do that by promoting guys from just single A, which you don't get any stats from them here in MLB The Show. So that's certainly an option. And I would say that we're still missing the star players, but we have our two to build around. Bobby Witt Jr., Cole Reagans, one pitcher, one position player, and we have guys that are kind of waiting to break out even more. That's Maikel Garcia, Nolan Gorman. JD Martinez is kind of like the stopgap to keep us competitive this year. I'm going to hit him cleanup mostly. Third against lefties. I think that's a pretty good fit. Of course, no more Hunter Renfroe. He's off to a really bad start with the Royals in 2024. But opening day, Cole Reagans against Tarek Skubal is what we're going to see today. Should be a really fun matchup. Two lefty dominant potential starting pitchers. The two big breakout picks for everybody in 2024 when it comes to pitching. And we're going to pop in. A lot of people ask how to do quick counts. All you have to do is pay attention. You just go into the game almost and then turn quick counts on. Try to keep up. But this is our lineup. We're facing a lefty, so we've got our lefty lineup out there. Of course, that pushes Gorman and Pasquantino into the 4 or 5 spot. Andrew McCutchen gets a start today in right field. Salvi's been moved down a bit in the order. Same thing with Nelson Velasquez. But I like the power potential with the bottom third of the order. So I'm pretty excited about that. Kyle Isbell is kind of like a second leadoff of sorts. We're facing a Tigers team that really should struggle to hit. I don't know why they've ordered their lineup the way that they have. They brought in Willy Adames, but Matt Vierling at the top of your order, that's already a bizarre choice, and that's if you ignore their leadoff hitter. So Very strange. I would have personally put, you know, well, Willie Adames probably would be near the top of that order. Riley Green I would have pushed up. Spencer Torkelson in that 4 or 5 spot does make sense, but I don't know why Matt Vierling is hitting above, I don't know, 6th in the order. But we'll see what happens today. We're going to the pitcher-friendly Comerica Park here in Detroit, Michigan. And we'll see if we can get the win. This is classic AL Central baseball. I'll tell you what, if I saw this game on the schedule in 2023, probably wouldn't be too stoked about it. But here in 2024, things get a little bit different. And we jump in with Michael Garcia in a 1-1 count against the lefty. Tarek Skubal, of course, we ended up bringing in Reds franchise. So if you're a Bengal Plays channel viewer, you are already fairly familiar with him, as Michael Garcia hits one right back up the middle and will leg out the infield single. Diving stop attempted by the second baseman, and he was able to keep it in the infield. But Michael Garcia, just a little bit too fast, is able to leg out the infield single. Hit it fairly well. And in one batter, we have our first base runner of the season. We're looking to go 162-0 this year. It's going to be tough, but not impossible. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nobody's ever done it. Nobody's ever really even come close, but I would say they don't have half the heart of the 2025 MLB The Show Royals franchise Royals. That's what I'll tell you. That's a hittable pitch, I think, actually. I thought that was so low. All right, let me adjust to zoom camera. Okay, that was not low at all. That was right down the middle. Maybe this is why Bobby Witt Jr. has a 0 average in the franchise. That's a bit high. Skubal is just, pumping high 90s. Got to adjust to it. I already hate that we wasted the Bobby Witt Jr. AB. But we're adjusting, okay? We're going to figure it out. First AB for JD Martinez, and he pulls the inside fastball. Garcia with great speed, but Martinez not so much. Going to be runners on the corners with just 1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. setting up JD Martinez to be successful. That's how we have to look at this. Bobby Witt Jr., he knew that JD Martinez was going to come in clutch. He's like, I don't really have to right now. Why waste my hits? I can get one later. And I appreciate that. As Nolan Gorman comes to the plate. A lot of people not happy with the trade. And I can understand it, but the Cardinals have a billion hitters. They don't have pitching. They were trying to make a run. Maybe go add some pitching. Offer us Nolan Gorman. I'd be rude to say no. And Gorman hits this one fairly well to left, or right center, excuse me. That should get a run in, as Garcia runs well enough. And we are on the board off Tarek Skubal. We have some in the chat thinking JD Martinez could steal a base here. Maybe get a gold glove. I like the potential. Vinny Pasquantino, though, will fly out to end the top half of the first. Of course, I use timing-based hitting, not directional, not no PCI, timing-based hitting in franchise. A lot of these stream, of course, will know what I can do in Battle Royale. Well, I keep choking 10-0, going flawless in Battle Royale. But here in franchise, it would be a little overpowered. The take-a-pitch advice is great here on quick counts. I can strike out looking more than once. Could be a good idea. But Robles strikes out swinging. Again, not sure why he's leading off. He is horrendous. He really can't hit. I don't know what year it is where you can get away with Victor Robles leading off at the top of your team. That's a little redundant, but I mean, he was a top-tier, prospect with the Nationals. Didn't end up working out. And already we have flat-footed JD Martinez looking disgusting in the outfield. Maybe not a great fit, but they're going to try and go for 3. Vierling gunned out at third. They say you can't make the first or last out at third base. They never said anything about the second out. Kyle Isbell is a great defender, but this was not even really close. I don't know why he would send for this at all. It's just a horrendous decision. Almost as bad of a decision as starting JD Martinez in the outfield. But Nelson Velasquez is certainly also terrible. Might make a change, though. Get Velasquez out there. Give JD Martinez a rest. Now, I did make JD Martinez my DH, but the CPU changed things, and that was one of the things they changed. I didn't catch it. That's my fault. We'll get Nelson Velasquez out there. It's not a big upgrade. It's like if you're eating a shit sandwich, it's like an upgrade where you don't have to eat. They just give you a cup of piss. It's maybe slightly better, but it's still not very good. See if we can hit, though. Andrew McCutchen, former MVP, has bounced around the league a little bit since then with the Yankees, with the Giants, with the Brewers. But now, of course, getting a chance with the Royals to be a platoon player. Will play against lefties and does a good job working the walk against Tarek Skubal. And another leadoff hitter on base. Love to see it. Salvi, big season last year. 30-plus home runs. Kind of turned back the clock in a way. And I'm hoping he has another good season. Moved down a bit in the order. Now hitting 7th for us against lefties. And that is a nice stab there from Baez. We know Salvi doesn't run very well, and that is ground ball double play. They moved Baez over to 3rd with the addition of Willy Adames, but Baez can still play defense. Offensively, maybe not so great. And we'll get to the power hitting Nelson Velasquez. He was one of our best hitters last year. He's now hitting 8th against lefties, but we made some big upgrades offensively. And he's a guy that hits a little bit better against right-handed pitching anyway. So he just happens to be down here. I didn't want to, make him ahead of Salvi in the order as he takes a very close pitch there. Professional take. Great eye from Nelson. And that is ball 4. Not quite as good of a pitch as that last one was, but we'll take it. 4th got about here this inning is Kyle Isbell. Isbell, more of a defender. Let's just be honest. More of a defender, but does hit lefties pretty well. Contact against lefties is good, and he shows it off there. It's a 2-out single, puts runners on 1st and 2nd here for the top of the order, and it's Michael Garcia, who does hit lefties, has a hit already in this game, hit the ball pretty well. And Michael Garcia, show off that power. Nope. Nope. Ground ball to short, and it will remain just 1-0. A little bit out in front of that one, rolled over. Good spot, really, from Skubal. And I'll tell you what, Cole Reagan's pitched today in real life. Went up against the Orioles. Dominated. At one point, retired 18 of his last 19. And guess what? The Royals bullpen blew it. They're like, maybe Will Smith can be our closer. Not a great idea, personally. But Reagan's was phenomenal. Ended up striking out 7, which won me $82.50 on Underdog Fantasy, where you can use code Bengal. Get a $100, up to $100, first-time deposit match on Underdog Fantasy. Change up from Reagan's, taken by Carpenter. And that is the first base runner reached. So no perfect game for Cole Reagan's here on opening day. But I'll tell you, with the underdog thing, I just had a feeling about Jackson Chourio today. I did a 2-man entry. Cole Reagan's to strike out more than 6.5. He got to 7. And Jackson Chourio, 5x multiplier to hit his first career home run. I took it like the 4th inning. He came up to bat in the 5th and hit one. I'm like, okay, that's pretty sweet. And I just needed Cole Reagan's to come through, and he did in a big way. Pop fly to Nolan Gorman. And yeah, that was $5. A $5 entry to win $82.50. Again, use code Bengal on Underdog Fantasy. You'll get a first-time deposit match up to $100. So if you deposit $50, they will give you a free $50. Deposit $100, free $100. You deposit, $1, they'll give you an extra $1. Big-time moves. Fly ball in the direction of Kyle Isbell. You can now see Nelson Velasquez out there. Why are you taking it off the hop? Why would that be the move? It's an inning-ending fly ball. This game is so bad. Unbelievable. It's like 90. That's diamond defense. This ball's hit deep to right. McCutchen going back at the track just in front of the wall makes a play. Oh, man, this team. I mean, there's no scenario where this should be tied right now. But it is. Bobby Witt Jr. looking to make up for that strikeout looking. What an eye. Great eye. We're looking to work the count more with Bobby Witt Jr. this season. Sick pitch. A little bit out in front there, I think, with Witt. Or very out in front. And a tough fastball. And on the hands of Witt Jr. Scooble's been trying to locate that pitch. We've done a pretty good job taking it off the plate for balls, but moving, I couldn't just move. Oh, man, I'm such an idiot. I couldn't just move Nelson Velasquez to left field and have JD Martinez be the DH. Now Cole Reagans is going to hit in the middle of our order. Oh, I'm such an idiot. How did I forget about that? I thought I could just make the switch. Nope, that takes JD Martinez out of the game in his debut, and our ace is now hitting in the lineup like it's a National League game in 2005. Or any year before, what, like 2020? Well, Cole Reagan's going to get some ABs. So, what an opening day. Unbelievable opening day. If you're new to the series, heck of a start for you. Saw a strikeout looking on a pitch basically down the middle. You saw me putting Cole Reagans into my lineup, essentially. And you saw Kyle Isbell take a routine fly ball off the hop to allow in a run. Not great. Strikeout! Oh, it's Javi Baez. All right, can't get too excited. That kind of is free. But you know what? Cole Reagans, two-way superstar. Next Shohei Ohtani, some are saying. And you know what? In real life today, Scott McGuff of the Diamondbacks was forced to enter the game as a hitter. It was bottom 11. So Reagans fans, Robles, can't get excited again. That's kind of free. But Scott McGuff, 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the 11th inning after injury and substitutions, forced to come into the game down by a run. The Diamondbacks had to hit a relief pitcher. He struck out looking. Tough strike 3, to be fair, if you saw the game. But it did actually, this same exact scenario also happened today in real life. Little flare from Pasquantino, and that's going to drop. Okay. Hit it where they ain't. Hit it where they ain't. Good job from the Pasquatch. Andrew McCutchen. You beautiful man. Deep to left center. That's a routine fly ball. Not that beautiful. Let's settle down. Let's settle down. Good swing, though. Just got to stay back. Unless it's, you know, on the inner part of the plate. Sit back away. Try to turn and burn on the inside pitch. That's the way to play. Great take from Salvi. Never even considered it. Stone cold take from a veteran. He's a catcher. He knows the strike zone. And he knows how to ground out into double plays. Second one of the game here for Salvi. All right. But at the same time, we have Cole Reagans on the hill, so we're not especially worried. Okay, that's very close to being extra bases for Riley Green. We're going to pitch him inside. Cole Reagans has gas. Let's make Riley Green turn on something. And to be fair, he did. Just couldn't quite square it up there. 101 up and in on the hands. Try to do the same thing with Kerry Carpenter, but that's only at 97. And he's able to turn on that and bloop it into right field for a single. Let's go with a curveball. Inning-ending double play. Or we could work to a strikeout. Fastball up in the zone. Thomas gets on it. Maybe a changeup here. Reagan's changeup is so good. And there it is. Adames right over the top. Big strikeout. Let's go back to the changeup here. I'm going to take off for second base. Riley Green's in there. I just don't hear him stealing. Are you guys hearing this? Am I talking over this? I don't hear them steal in franchise. It never happens. And that was actually called a ball. It's a strike, though. Same spot, different pitch. Maybe back to the changeup to put him away. There it is. Another strikeout for Cole Reagans. He is dialed in. Love to see it. Absolutely dealing. Was Willy Adames a Tiger? I know Isaac Paredes was. Willy Adames, I really only remember with the Rays before the Brewers. Was he a Tiger? I guess he could have been in that deal. I don't remember him there, though. I remember Isaac Paredes for sure. I don't remember Adames. Could be a blind spot for me. Nice hit there as we bring up Kyle Isbell. Comfortable taking that pitch. Although, if you can time that up, that's something you can serve out, you know, the other way in a left field for a single. Could have first and second, nobody down. But instead, we have another double play. The kings of the double play, the Kansas City Royals. Just good pitch from Skubal. What do you do? What do you do? Skubal at 80 pitches now. We've done a pretty good job working the count against him. Getting on base via the walk. Couple hits. Maikel Garcia looking for his second. Deep to left center. No one's catching it. And it is off the top of the wall. Maikel Garcia going to stop at 2. That's a 2-out double for the slugging superstar at the top of our order. Maikel Garcia. He's locked in real life. He's locked in the game. Just a triple and a homer away from the cycle. I'm sure he'll be able to do that. Maikel Garcia, dude. I mean, he is what Bobby Witt should be doing here in the game. Are they intentionally walking Bobby Witt Jr.? Ah, oh, shit. Yep. You know, you think... Jeez. All right. Forgot about that. Cole Reagans, 1-2. Down in the count. What an eye. What an eye. Why is the pitcher hitting? I don't want to talk about it at the moment. Look at Reagans work the count. They don't want anything to do with him. Gorman on deck. Full count to Reagans. And he fights. He stays alive. Let's go, Cole. Trying to help himself out. A little Jacob deGrom action. And Cole Reagans pulls it. Just foul. Good rip from Reagans. Fastball up in the zone. Skubal's lost a little bit of velocity here on pitch number 91. Reagans fighting. I am contact swinging, in case you were curious. I am hitting circle like my life depends on it. I need ball 4. It's just straight fastballs right now. And that is ball 4. Cole Reagans works the walk. Bases loaded. And a 500 on base for the season for Cole Reagans. And that's hopefully how it ends. Nolan Gorman, bases loaded. 2 outs. Whew. Lefty against Tarek Skubal. Energy going down. This is our chance to make an impact. Gorman fights it back. Looking like vintage Cole Reagans at the plate. Good timing, but couldn't quite put it in play. Strike 3, fastball above. Thought we timed it up well, but Gorman can't get a piece. Strikes out to end the inning for us. At least we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here. Didn't want to take Cole Reagans out because he was only at 70 pitches, but I would pretty much guarantee he does not get another AB in this game. We'll allow a single there. Jake Rogers actually pushing for 2. Why would you run on Velasquez? Nelson with the hose. Why are they trying to take these extra bases? These are not close plays. What are you doing? Here's Colt Keith, rookie slugger for the Detroit Tigers. earn the starting second baseman job at a camp. Or he's not a rookie here in the 2025 year. That's going to be a home run to right. Reagan's left a curveball up. Colt Keith didn't miss. First home run of the year. I wonder if he's a rookie, actually, here in the game as well. Did he not earn the call-up in 2024? Well, we hung a curveball, and Colt Keith is someone that can absolutely hammer off-speed. Hasn't really shown difficulty hitting lefties either in the minors. I would know Colt Keith is on my fantasy team. He has struggled, though, in real life in 2024. But it's Dynasty. Picked him up last year. He's a top 30 prospect. He'll figure it out. Unless he doesn't. Cole Reagans has unfortunately lost the lead here. But it really only should be one run. Hey, Kyle Isbell, maybe you can catch this one? What a job. Colt Keith, first home run of the year. I wonder if it's first career home run for Colt Keith here in the game as well. Tiger's going to turn it over to Jackson Kowar. And I think we're going to get some action going in the pen as well. Vinny Pasquantino! Deep to right! No doubt about it! Tie ball game. Reagan's off the hook. 111 off the bat. 424 feet to right. No question. There's not a ballpark in this country that could hold that one. Vinny Pasquantino, the Pasquatch, has been sighted, and he is very real. But the urban legend of that home run will go on for centuries. It was a 600-foot home run. Rolled all the way out of Comerica. Unbelievable. Here's McCutchen against Kowar. This could have been a potential pinch hit spot, you know. Tigers bullpen. Interesting they have Kenta Maeda out there. We're going to warm up Schreiber. Asa Lacy earned the call-up, by the way. He's working as our long reliever. So his MLB debut could be in this very game. We'll see what happens. 2-2 in a 2-2 game. And strike 3. Way out in front of that, maybe? 96-mile-per-hour fastball. A little bit early. And McCutchen, yeah, just doesn't see righties quite, so well. Or so, yeah, as he does lefties, so unfortunately can't make contact there. And Salvi does what he's been doing this year, which is grounding out. 3 ABs, 3 groundouts, but with nobody on base. Not going to be his third double play of the game. Here's Nelson Velasquez. Big-time defense for us last inning. This could be a hit. Going to be a tough play for Riley Green, and he can't make it. Velasquez trying to push for 2, doing what you shouldn't do, but he's in there. Velasquez saw it on the other perspective the half inning prior. Guns a man down at second, and now takes the extra base. Plus fielding, plus base running for Nelson Velasquez. What a player. Hook slide gets in there. That's why Velasquez is a 5-tool player. And you know what? I think with 2 outs, you can actually push that in there. Now we have a guy in scoring position. Kyle Isbell could potentially drive him home. That's killer. Now with quick counts, I can't exactly pinch hit in advance right. But this would probably be a pinch hit spot. Nelson Velasquez is just only going to be a corner outfielder. Drew Waters is not so good here. Looking at clutch, I mean, Dairon Blanco is our best option, but Kyle Isbell going to stay in the game. 63 clutch equals 63 contact with a runner in scoring position. So we're going to have to work with Isbell, 97 up in the zone. Cannot hit it fair. Come on, Isbell. Base hit, scores a run, gives us the lead. Decent contact. Should be no play for the left fielder ranging over. He's got to try to hit a line drive, Kyle. Again, base hit gives us the lead, probably. And it's a pop-up. Fastball on the black away. Tried to sit back. Tried to go the other way. Pop up behind home plate. But we did tie it up off the bat of the Pasquatch. 2-2. That was an absolute nuke. Love to see that. This is probably Reagan's last inning of work. 85 pitches entering the 6th. He's been very good today. Got unlucky with that first run and then hung a curveball. You know, sometimes you're going to make a mistake pitch. They're not always going to make you pay. Here on Legend difficulty, though, if you don't locate well, they can make you pay. Veerling ground out. As much as Bobby Witt Jr. has struggled offensively, he's been very good defensively for us in this series. I think maybe a throwing error, but it's mostly been very good. Riley Green with the line out. And probably the last batter here for Cole Reagans. 2 runs allowed. Not the worst in opening day. Fly ball to shallow left field. Nelson Velasquez coming on and will make the catch. What a player. Don't say Kyle is bad. That's mean. That's our starting center fielder. Here's Michael Garcia. Again, triple and a home run away from the cycle. This is a possibility. Michael Garcia to left center. I think the ball's going to hang up a little bit too long. That's a good swing. Just could not find the gap. Maybe if Victor Robles isn't patrolling center field, maybe that ends up being a triple. Unlucky. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 2. And I wish I could make a substitution right now to take Reagans out of the game. But unfortunately won't be the case. Bobby Witt Jr. base knock. Gets past Cole Keith. We got a base runner on here with just 1 out. Cole Reagans back up to hit. And we will bring in a pinch hitter for Cole Reagans. Facing the righty, Jackson Kowar. MJ Melendez. Welcome to the game. Now, Bobby Witt Jr. does have great speed and stealing ability, but he would also heavily affect MJ Melendez's ability to contact the ball. That's not a swing. Okay. He would heavily affect MJ Melendez's ability to, you know, make contact with the, you know, contact rating switching to clutch if he goes in a scoring position. And there it is. MJ Melendez to the gap. Witt Jr. can run. This is the lead. Might even be more. And we're going to hold 2. Could have been a play at third. We're going to hold with the double. MJ Melendez. Pinch hit double. Scores Bobby Witt Jr. Michael Garcia loves it. Nelson Velasquez loves it. We're going to keep eating. And MJ Melendez, if you watched the offseason episode, we played spring training. MJ Melendez was red hot. Red hot in spring training. He didn't, you know, really earn the job against lefties. Not a complete player yet, but against righties, he's going to play, and he's going to hit. And you saw it there. Nolan Gorman into the game 0 for 2. But a chance to change that, obviously. Go 0 for 3, maybe. But could give us the lead. Kenta Maeda, former starter, now working out of the bullpen for the Tigers. Tigers brought him in. Probably was a starter in 2024 like he is in real life. But he has worked out of the bullpen before. Got Gorman out in front there. Beautiful splitter. And goes back to it. Gorman able to stay back and barely make contact. 3-2 in a 3-2 game. What can Gorman do? Take a walk. Love it. Absolutely love it. And now it's Vinny Pasquantino. Last time up. Solo shot to tie it. How do you miss that? Just early on the splitter. He hung it down the middle. Vinny, we need that. And just stays alive. Could have been called. Splitter low and away. Just able to get a piece. There's ball 2. Vinny Pasquantino, if he can be, you know, the guy that we want, just power at the 4 or 5 spot in our order, our team's going to be so much better this year. He's able to leg out that infield hit so that it's only a fielder's choice as opposed to an ending double play. Andrew McCutchen faces the righty. Don't have a lot of bench depth. We're going to keep him in. Runners on the corners. 2 down, and Maeda's just tossing those splitters, and we can't stay back on them. Just so slow. So much action, and then it's a slider. Just thinking that was going to be a splitter. Totally fooled on that. Didn't see it too well with the zoom camera. And somehow the Tigers are keeping this a close game. As we'll turn things over to John Schreiber. He's been very good in 2024. Early season. And it was good for us in the franchise last year. And I'm hoping for more of the same. He's going to get the 7th. We have so many new arms in this pen, guys. It's so exciting. James MacArthur, I think, should still be our closer. I'm going to warm up Maton. And I could definitely see MacArthur coming in to close this game. He was so good for us last year. Slider. Away. Thought this was Javi Baez. I'm like, how did he not strike out there? But it's Javi Baez light. Willie Adames. Or 2.0, depending on how you want to look at it. 2-2. Good spot on the sinker. Adames just staying alive here. Changeup usually works better against a lefty. And Adames just still fighting to stay alive. Gonna see another slider. And swings right over top of it. Big strikeout for John Schreiber. And we're looking for the same from Spencer Torkelson. That's a good spot. Beautiful paint on the outside corner. Let's go back to it. Torkelson, you're not looking for it. Strike 3. He goes down looking. And now it's another righty, Jake Rogers. More sliders. Ground ball at Pasquantino. Great inning for John Schreiber. What do you guys think in the chat? Should John Schreiber come out for the 8th? Or do we go like 1, 2, 3 through our bullpen? 7th inning, setup, closer. It's not a bad option either way. Because we could go Maton and then MacArthur and just end this game. Schreiber was electric, though. We'll see, though. Salvi looking to elevate the ball for the first time today. 3 ground ball outs, 2 of them of the double play variety. Elevates the ball that time, but foul. Maeda's tough because he throws so slow with the splitter and the slider, and the fastball is only 91. But it can get on you a little bit if you're trying to sit back and wait for the off-speed stuff. Another strikeout here for Kenta Maeda. This time the splitter. And thought we timed that up fairly well. Touch early. And on Legend, swing right over the top. Nelson Velasquez, 3 for 3. Another single for him. Gotta love it. Nelson Velasquez looking for a promotion. Salvi maybe going to go down in the order. I know it's been 1 game, but what do you guys think? I think Nelson Velasquez has kind of earned that 7 spot at least. It's just 1 game, but you know what? Salvi looked so bad this game. Kyle Isbell works a walk. Yeah, no PCI in franchise. I only use it online. Franchise is more about the players and their abilities. Less than mine. Good take from Michael Garcia. Runners on first and second. Garcia's hit the ball well. Even his outs have been good. At least one of them. There's ball 3. Again, a triple and a homer away from the cycle. What can he do? Takes ball 4. And that'll be bases loaded. Bases juiced for Bobby Witt Jr. Did get his first hit of the season. Hit only .220 last year. And a chance to blow things wide open. That's deep to center. Center field is just so deep here in Detroit. And that's going to be caught. RBI for Witt Jr. We'll take that. That's a productive out. That extends our lead. That gets a runner over to third base. And now the decision is super easy. because John Schreiber is up with 2 outs. We're going to turn things over to Dairon Blanco. Didn't play a ton last season, but was so good for some reason when he did play, and was really good in spring training. So, Dairon Blanco deserved to make the team, and now we're giving him a chance. Kenta Maeda struggled to find the zone in this one. But, beautiful strikeout. Timed that up with Blanco for sure, but just swings over the top of a good splitter. But we're in business here. It'll be the new addition to the bullpen. Phil Maton making his Kansas City Royals debut was excellent in 23 2/3 innings in 2024. 1.14 ERA, 0.8 whip. Not exactly a strikeout artist, but that's okay. Shouldn't be walking guys. Just a weak contact inducer. Or maybe not so much. Colt Keith again making us pay. This one hit super well to the gap in left center. Colt Keith with extra bases again. Adds a double to his home run. Okay. Well. Oh, we got a free out, though. We got a free out. It's easy. Javi Baez up. We needed an out, man. We needed an out, and Javi Baez to the rescue. Ooh, fastball up, Baez. One of the few takes of his MLB career. That one is not going to be taken. Beautiful sweeping curve. Baez couldn't even break the bat correctly. I like Javi Baez, but let's just be real about it. That's not an unusual sight. No one's saying the game's unrealistic after that. You know what I mean? Oh, that is a nasty pitch, though. Robles should be more of the same. I did not locate that well. This is going to be a tough play for Andrew McCutchen, but he makes it look easy. Colt Keith will advance. Just hit to such a weird part of the park. But that's a big out. And we will see Matt Vierling. Again, I have no clue why he's hitting second in this order. They have better options, but they're almost like addicted to being bad. So, if they're going to do that, you know, that's on them. And we might just walk them. That's not what we want. And now we have to face Riley Green, who actually is a pretty big problem. Let's just get him to miss on one. Oh, beautiful spot from Maton. Beautiful spot. Yeah, the 89-mile-per-hour fastball is not ideal. Definitely going to need to locate that well. But his main pitch is this big sweeping curve. Oh, my God. Absolute filth. Riley Green was trying to hit a sweeping curveball that was probably going to end up in Lansing more than Detroit here over the plate. Unreal. Unreal bad swing. Keep the 4-2. Phil Maton gets out of it. Beautiful. And now Nolan Gorman. He worked a walk, right? Love Nolan Gorman. Would love to see a home run here. I love home runs more. Here we go. Gorman, if you watch him in real life, he's a 3 true come outcomes player, it feels like. Home run, walk, strikeout. But I'd take a home run in this spot. Full count. A walk would be nice, too. They're going to leave Kenta Maeda in. Talk about long relief. He's getting some distance here. Ripped foul. Three and 2 again. And ball 4. Love to see that. And now it's Vinny Pasquantino. Did I say 3 true outcomes weird? I may have. It feels like I may have. 3 true outcomes is what I was looking for. Pasquantino 2 for 4. Love 3 for 5 in this spot. That'd be sweet. Oh, what a pitch from Maeda. Can't really swing at that. That feels like a ground ball double play waiting to happen. We'll take the strike. Full count to Pasquantino. I am going to schedule... I will schedule James MacArthur to come in the game. But we will warm up Carlos Hernandez in case we kind of blow this thing open. And we could. One swing from Pasquantino. But we won't get it. Another walk. Love it. Back-to-back walks. And Maeda's really had trouble throwing strikes. Do we leave McCutchen in against the righty? I think I want to see McCutchen again. I don't like our options off the bench when you're factoring in the clutch rating, which is more important. Oh, fastball. What was my timing on that? Just early. Probably would have ripped it foul. Ground ball. This is going to be a tough turn for Colt Keith. He gets one. Can't get two. McCutchen legs it out. Still pretty good speed. Like that. All right. Oh, no. I think Salvi's got to be done in this spot. This could be a good confidence booster for him. But we're going to go to our backup catcher, Freddie Fermin. I just want to see something else, man. It's top 9. Salvi's been disgustingly bad today. Freddie Fermin, I had big expectations for in 2024. He was not good, unfortunately. For Salvi to be our everyday starting catcher, which at this age is probably not a good decision, but he was fantastic. Freddie Fermin with redemption in 2025. Works a walk. Nelson Velasquez is ripping the baseball today. 3 for 3. Made a great play defensively. As Kenta Maeda has thrown 15 balls to just 10 strikes. Unbelievably bad ratios. Splitter. No double play. If we can just get one run in, that'd be amazing. Great take from Velasquez. Full count again. Kyle Isbell on deck. So we got a hit here. And that is ball 4. Maeda walks in a run. 5-2 Royals. And they'll finally make a change. They'll go to Will Vest. Isbell going to stay in for defense. Tell you what we could do here. Kyle Isbell could eliminate this save situation. Tries to bunt. Pops it up to the catcher. Oh, Kyle. Ooh, Will Vest is funky. It's quite a delivery. Maikel Garcia, 2 for 4 this game. It's had great at bats, hit the ball hard. I mean, that is absolute gas. I'm not hitting that. I mean, I'm just not. 96 with this funky delivery, low and away. On the black, Garcia gets a piece. Shallow fly ball. Inning over. Half inning over. Will Vest, dude. Is this someone I need to draft in BR? That looked unreal. And we will make the pitching change. Freddie Fermin in to catch the 9th, stretching out. And our closer from a season ago, James MacArthur. Whip was a bit high, but his ERA was super low, 2.35. Features 2 fastballs and 2 breakers. And has kind of been more of a pitch-to-contact guy for us. See what that sinker can do against Kerry Carpenter. It's 4, 5, 6 in the order. And probably the best part of this Tigers order, if I'm honest. Maybe 3, 4, 5 is slightly better. Carpenter out in front rolls over for out number 1. This would be a tough save to blow, but it is the Royals bullpen. I'm hoping James MacArthur is going to be really good, though. Ground ball. We passed the diving Bobby Witt Jr. Didn't locate the sinker well enough. And they have a base runner. They do have a base runner. Now it's Torque. Strike him out. Huge out number 2. Big strikeout. Got brought in a 2-2 count. Quickly retired him to bring up Jake Rogers. Okay, spiked a slider. Can we throw another one? Better pitch. Better result. Bobby Witt Jr. to Pasquantino. Game over, and the Royals' 162-0 dreams are still alive. Nice. Big win. We got unlucky a little bit in this game. We showed a lot of fight, a lot of resilience, resolve. Got it done. Save for James MacArthur, win for Cole Reagans. He allowed a solo shot, otherwise was perfect. I mean, the home run the run in the second inning was absolutely insane. Doesn't count. So a very productive opening day, but will we be able to continue that? Kyle Wright was great for us last year, and we do need to fix our AAA lineups. That's going to be something that's interesting. So we are missing a second baseman. Enter Cam Devaney. The most important thing here is making sure that all of the actual hitters we want to develop are in. But I'm more focused on AA. You will get AA games and player lock with some of our top draft picks. Obviously, we do need a center fielder. I'm hoping that Morgan Gilly can be that guy that can play defense about as well as Kyle Isbell, but maybe actually hit as well. So I'm really hoping we can develop him. Morgan Gilly will be our starting center fielder, not catcher. Our catcher will be Tyler Cropley. And then Juan Soriano. Big slugging first baseman. We got to find a way to get him in the lineup. And we'll probably move him up. I think Gilly's probably a born leadoff, right? Soriano in that 2 spot. Not really missing anybody else. These other guys I just don't really care about. I mean, we're just probably not going to be able to develop any of these guys here at AA. So, it's just an unfortunate reality. Love Juan Soriano, hoping he can be a beast for us. Play him at first base. Don't really want to DH him at this level. But we do need a shortstop. And that should be pretty much fine. Playing everyone that we need to. Or Morgan Gilly got subbed out here. Hold on. John Rave just does not need to play. Okay, perfect. So, AA's figured out. AAA is mostly figured out. Tyler Gentry could play. He was pretty good last year. But I prefer to play Gavin Cross, Nick Lofton probably even as well. Chris Bates was our top pitching draft pick. Has a potential lefty. Decent stuff. I think we start him at AA. That should be the move. And Bobby Montez, probably the same. Stuff isn't amazing. Could develop a bit, I guess, at single A first. We're going to try him out at AA. We're going to be very, very aggressive. And hopefully that ends up paying off. I'd like to see a lot of development. And, I mean, these guys are obvious adds into our rotation here at AA. AA bullpen is pretty much non-existent. So, everything figured out. If you guys are curious about what the rotation looks like at AAA, that is it. At AA, this is that. And then at AA, this will be the lineup. Morgan Gilly and Juan Soriano are just like the two that we're really trying to develop at this level. And then at AAA, we got a lot of players, really. Blake Mitchell, Spencer Jones, Gavin Cross, Elijah Green. Nate Eaton's kind of weird in the middle of the order here. But he just is going to continue to be. Nick Prado, I just don't know what my plans are there. I don't really know what the potential is, you know? It's like, what does he do? So it's kind of a tough spot there. But we started out 1-0. As I mentioned, the quest for 162-0 continues. And we have an injury. Logan Porter injured almost immediately. We're going to keep him active. And our quest for 162-0 is over with back-to-back losses. We are 4-2, though. That's not bad. I want to make sure scouting is set to manual this time. And see what we can do. So let's set our first scouting assignments of the season. I think, and you guys can help me with this, I know efficiency is quite important. Discovery maybe less so. Barack Leggett, I think, should scout some type of position player here. And Lloyd Huntley can discover. I think pitching may be something we could focus on now. It's only 61 for pitchers. That feels horrendous. He might end up getting fired, maybe. I'm not sure. That feels very bad. We're going to have Brad Santiago scout starting pitchers in the West. And we're going to have Barack Leggett maybe discover position players. Let's look at outfielders, international, bang. That's what we're going to do. Can we fire these scouts, though? We have 21,000. Lloyd Huntley probably should be fired. And we can hire almost anybody. Mariano Ibarra. Okay, that's an immediate upgrade. So we'll have to change that scouting assignment. I think the other scouts are actually pretty good, right? Mariano Ibarra probably becomes our best one now. Efficiency, I know, is important. Efficiency in pitchers. Robbie Hayashi could be a good fit. Okay, let's get Brad Santiago in the mix. 3 scouts around 99K. Ooh, this guy's kind of good at everything. Manuel Sloan. Can we afford this upgrade? Not quite, right? Barely missing out. What am I trying to value the most? Efficiency and something else? Efficiency and then either position or pitcher? I feel like this is pretty good. Tom Quick for position players. All right, so we just brought in all new scouts. I thought I had already done this, but I guess it has changed my scouts. I swear it had. Brad Santiago can look at pitchers, or, yeah, we'll just keep that. No, I'll cancel it. We'll take another look. So, he's better at pitchers slightly, and efficiency is great for him. So we're going to scout, yeah, again, starting pitcher will go international. Brad Hayashi, maybe discover pitchers, international. And then Tom Quick is my position player guy. He can discover outfield internationally. Okay, now we have good scouts in the mix, and we'll continue to simulate, hopefully with no injuries. And we got our first moment. Entering the game, top 9. 1 out, Zach Veen, Kyle Dutress, not sure who that is, on first and second for Drew Romo at the plate. James MacArthur has allowed a hit and a walk. He's our closer. We made this. We made our bed. Now we have to sleep in it. We have to work out of this jam with Kyle Arthur Ligma. Thanks for the prime sub. What the heck is that? What is Ligma? James MacArthur hoping that Drew Romo can Ligma nuts. Roll out into a double play. That'd be beautiful. 0-2. And strike 3. Got him on the 12-6. Knew it. And now it's down to Brenton Doyle, one of the worst hitters in professional baseball. And may continue to be with getting strikes like that called on him. But that's not a strike. How is that not a strike? Ground ball at Nolan Gorman for the game. Speedy Doyle gunned down. James MacArthur might be the heart attack closer, but he gets the save. MJ Melendez with 2 home runs. Vinny Pasquantino homered again. The MJ Melendez breakout is here. I've seen enough. Pinch hit, RBI double. Monster spring training. 2 home run game. The MJ Melendez breakout is here. Semi Infante getting shelled at AAA. That's okay. What is he hitting right now? 500 with 2 home runs. JD Martinez struggling a little bit. Let's change our lineup a little bit. MJ Melendez hitting 6th. Oh, Vinny Pasquantino's really struggling. We'll just swap him. Little flip. Maybe Pasquantino to 7. Salvi's really struggling. Maybe he shouldn't play every day. Let's put in Freddie Fermin against righties for right now. We can make a change back. That's totally fine. JD Martinez, I'm actually going to hit you 5th. Nolan Gorman, 265. Finally. Bobby Witt Jr. hitting 333 with 3 RBIs and 33 at-bats, playing third base. It's a lot of threes. No homers yet, unfortunately. I like 7 strikeouts to 7 walks, though. That's a way better ratio to what he did last year or in 2023 in real life. Michael Garcia playing well. And then against lefties, do we put MJ Melendez into the lineup against lefties? I almost think he deserves a chance, but that's why we signed Andrew McCutchen. He only has 4 at-bats this season. Something's weird. I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, it's early, I guess. Maybe we just haven't faced a lot of lefties. Simulated about halfway, and oh my goodness, what a spot for the new Royal. JD Martinez was our big free agent signing. And now he's up. Bottom 7, 2 outs. Bobby Witt Jr. 2 for 3 with a homer and a double in this game, by the way, and has walked. He's on second base right now. Bases juiced for JD Martinez. Here we go. This is a massive spot. Josh Stalmont, former Royal and flamethrower. Got to watch out for the 4-seam and the curveball. There's a 4-seam. JD jumps it and lines out to center field. Not going to find a better pitch. Tough to put a better swing on it. I mean, that pitch just couldn't end up doing much with it, unfortunately. And the Rockies end up winning this one. That was our opportunity. We let Austin Gomber beat us. That's horrendous. Going to be tough to win games when you can't capitalize on opportunities like that. Bases juiced. Clean up hitter at the plate. And the shutout Royals are back. Chris Bubic. 8 innings pitched. 2 hits allowed. A walk, and has struck out 8. If you watched the final regular season episode of Royals franchise last year, we just started shutting out everybody. Our pitching started dominating. And it looks like the shutout Royals are back. Chris Bubic with 2 strikeouts would get to double digits. And that would be sick. Of course, looking for the complete game shutout. Only at 87 pitches. He's been dominant as well as economic. To ground ball out there. Just 2 pitches to retire Ralphie Velasquez. And here's Stephen Kwan. Going to be a tough guy to strike out. He swings at the first pitch. That's going to be a hit. Hit number 3 allowed for Bubic. Stephen Kwan actually thought about pushing for 3. I'd like to keep this under 100 pitches. Complete game shutout. That'd be sick. But runner on second could complicate things. Here's Brian Rocchio. Fastball up. Good take from Rocchio. Not like we were throwing a no-hitter or anything. I'm not super worried about Stephen Kwan. That's okay. Because 12-6 is going to send Rocchio back to the dugout. Later! Kwan stays at second. 9th K of the game for Chris Bubic. Unreal. We love it. And now Josh Naylor. The final hope for the Guardians. It's only 273 against left-handed pitching. Dot from Bubic down and in. Continuing to try to just hit great spots with that fastball. Guardians down to their final strike. Got to go back to the 12-6. And Bubic with just 3 pitches is doing this, by the way. Fastball, 12-6 changeup. Annihilating the Guardians lineup. And I'm hoping for strike 3 here. Obviously. 2-2. Going back to the off-speed. Ground ball at the second baseman. Game over. Royals win. Bubic can't get to 10 strikeouts, but gets the complete game shutout in another Royals win. Oh my God, Nolan Gorman just hit Bobby Witt Jr. with the too slow. That's devastating. Nelson Velasquez 4 for 4 with a home run. Nelson Velasquez, man. If we have a lineup that actually gets on base and hits, we're going to be unstoppable. There's just no way around it. We're 8-6 right now. This is an amazing thing. All right, so we've discovered a few new pitcher prospects. Should I change it now? Or should I leave it for another week? I'm curious about that. Let's view the prospects. We haven't really scouted any of these top guys yet. This is our first time seeing the class here. Jeffrey Kennedy is our #1 ranked player. He's number 2. No, Johnny Lewis is our #1 ranked player. It looks like a dominant pitcher. If this stuff is indeed true, which it may not be. Gonna have to further scout these guys. So a pitcher from Oklahoma, a pitcher from Pennsylvania, pitcher from Michigan. A lot here from the U.S. I'm looking more. It's easier to just go scout international pitchers. But a lot in the U.S. here. And these are all just not pitchers, obviously. From Montana. Underrepresented state in terms of professional athletes. Brian Boyle looks a lot like Brenton Doyle. That's interesting. Or actually, no, it isn't. Rich Norcross looks like somebody. Dante Bichette, maybe? I don't mean Bo Bichette. I mean Dante. I don't know. Rob Ray. Not to be confused with Robbie Ray, the current pitcher. This one's a righty, though. Let's just keep it as is for right now. We'll continue to look, and hopefully we'll get past the Blue Jays. And oh my goodness, we are. MJ Melendez, 13-game hitting streak, has walked twice in this game. 4-4, very close game against the Blue Jays. And we have the 10th best on-base percentage this year, 15th best ERA. We really were focusing in the offseason about getting guys that can get on base more. And, I mean, clearly we've done that. 10th best on-base percentage. It is early. But you could not say that about this team last year. We were dead last in on-base percentage as a team. MJ Melendez, him developing would be unreal. I would love it. But take a strike, swinging a ball. Strike 2. Trying to continue that hit streak. He might get another at-bat this game, depending on how things go. This is not necessarily the last one, although it certainly could be. If we win this game, though, he probably comes up again. That's a disgusting slider from Jimmy Garcias. Can I not speak tonight? Jimmy Garcia. And the Blue Jays end up winning. MJ Melendez does not come up again. Drew Waters, 3 for 3 with 2 doubles. Maikel Garcia with a triple. Nolan Gorman homers. But did not get it done. Not a great at-bat there at all. That is a tough one. Really tough AB. But we're having a good month. And we'll get another opportunity here. Top 7. Up by 1. Bases juiced. It's Neris against the contact machine, Stephen Kwan. All right. I think we just got to work that splitter. These are, I think, pretty good Royals uniforms. I think some people didn't like them, but I think these look pretty good. Ground ball. Oh, my God, it's going to squeak through. You've got to be kidding me. Guardians take the lead. We got a weak ground ball back up the middle. And instead of the game being over, essentially, if our bullpen can close it out, we're now going to need a come-from-behind victory. Really frustrating. Really frustrating. Ground ball. Garcia to Pasquantino. That is not what I wanted to happen. Maybe we come back anyway. Nope. Guardians win 3-2. That's your final. Oh, man. We signed Neris to be lights out. Typical Royals bullpen moment. Unfortunately so. Still having a good month. We're playing the Twins a lot. The Twins and the Guardians all back-to-back, man. Not a lot of flavor here with this schedule. I think we'll change scouting assignments here. So, we were scouting international. Let's change to West for starting pitcher. Let's discover West. And let's scout outfield West. I like that. All right. It's still early. You don't really need to be, too precise with the scouting assignments right now. Do have an opportunity here with Vinny Pasquantino against the Twins. Salvi, Nolan Gorman on first and second. Giovanni Moran on the hill. Pasquantino has homered in this game. And this is a big opportunity for us. Big opportunity. Vinny Pasquantino can give us the lead. Or maybe we lose the game. Lefty-lefty. Not an easy matchup. Not an easy task.
That's a ball.
Good take. I'd love a lefty-lefty bomb. I thought this was going to be Vinny Pasquantino's year. He's got an OPS in the 560s. So, I don't know what happens with him. We did draft a first baseman, obviously, in last year's draft. I would hate to have to replace Vinny Pasquantino, but if he doesn't hit, he doesn't hit, We're trying to win. And if Juan Soriano, the first baseman we drafted last year, it just ends up being better than Pasquantino, we'll make a move. Playing for the walk here, obviously, lefty-lefty, but going to be forced to swing now with 2 strikes. Pitch to hit, though. Pasquantino deep to left field. Could be a tough play for the left fielder. But he made it, and we're not able to tag up. Unfortunate there. And it'll have to be MJ Melendez against the lefty. That was a pitch to hit. No good. No good. Maybe MJ Melendez against Moran here. He's been red hot. Ooh, in on the hands. Unlucky. Unlucky. Need to get something a little bit more out over the heart of the plate. And maybe we can turn and burn. Take 2-1. Come on, MJ. Pitch to hit. Smashed foul. Fastball right down the middle. 2-2. Ground ball back up the middle. Kept in the infield. That saves a run. Going to be an infield single. Drew Waters comes in the game. It's Griffin Jax for Minnesota. We're going to keep MJ Melendez out there. Griffin Jax is one of my go-to Battle Royale relievers when I'm actually, trying to be good at the game. See some people new to the stream thinking I'm too bad to use zone. You got me. You got me. We should play. 1-1 to Drew Waters. Oh, strike 2. On the edge, off the plate, in my opinion. Got me out in front. Showed the changeup. Looked like a fastball. Drew Waters back to the bench. We don't capitalize. And that leads to a Twins win. Pasquantino just 1 for 4 with that walk. And, yeah, man, it's tough to capitalize in some of these spots. JD Martinez with 3 hits in that game. Did like to see that, but that's now 5 straight losses. We might have to do something different here. And now Nolan Gorman is going to force us to do something different. We're going to add him to the 10-day injured list. Sprained ACL. Are you kidding me? Michael Massey's going to insert there at second base, but he's not going to hit this high in the order. Let's go MJ Melendez 3. Again, he's red hot. Why would I not? He's up to 7 home runs. An OPS over 1,200. I think I could honestly feel comfortable moving Nelson Velasquez to 4. Martinez, Pasquantino, Massey for me, and Drew Waters. I mean, no, we're going to put Salvi back out there. I mean, Freddie Fermin can't do anything either. Massey hits 8th, and then Let's get Massey out there against lefties. We'll go Pasquantino, Velazquez, Salvi, McCutcheon, Massey, Isbell. And that's going to be the end of the month pretty much. We'll actually keep that. Brady Singer's got a shutout going late in the game. Yordan Alvarez at the plate. Kyle Tucker on second base. Not really the guys you want to see if you're facing this Astros lineup. They've got a ton of great hitters, but those two in particular stand out as the true superstars. Yes, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, but these two scare me the most. And we're in Houston as well. Crowd dead, makes sense. 0-2 to Alvarez. Trying to find a way to punch him out. He's just a tough guy to get to any bad swing, you know? Like, he's just so unbelievable as a hitter. The patience you're seeing on full display. I'm afraid to pitch him away because he can just go the other way. Ground ball up the middle. Complete game shutout over. But we're up 9-0. So Brady Singer did the job, but most importantly, maybe, the offense did the job. And we win the game 9-6. They scored 5 in the ninth. MJ Melendez with another home run. Bobby Witt, 2 for 5, 3 for 5 for Garcia. We had 16 hits. I'm not really seeing a ton in the box score, though. 3 hits for Michael Garcia is huge. 2 for Isbell, hitting second. Why? Why would he be hitting second? Martinez, Witt, multi-hit games. Michael Massey, multi-hit game. Why is MJ Melendez like the best hitter of all time now? I'm not complaining. I like it. And now JD Martinez is injured. Fractured shin, out 1 to 2 months. We'll add him to the 10-day. But he's probably going to be out for longer than that. This is an easy fix, though. Because we just, decide who wants to DH now. It probably means that Kyle Isbell is an everyday player. And Velazquez DHs. That's not great, of course, but I mean, what choice do we have? It's not a great situation one way or another. Against lefties, I mean, that's our guy, but this probably lets MJ Melendez just stay in the heart of the order. I'm pretty okay with that. MJ Melendez, Nelson Velazquez. I mean, MJ Melendez has 9 home runs. He's not even played a game in May. MJ Melendez should be the thumbnail. We might even player lock with him next episode. Juan Soriano, speaking of Vinny Pasquantino struggling, Juan Soriano hitting 284, drives in 15 runs over 81 at bats. Nick Prado raked. Could consider bringing him up. He had 294 in 85 at bats, 12 RBIs. And relief pitcher Pedro Rios at AA strikes out 7 in 6 2/3. Pedro Rios, 27 years old, good numbers. He could definitely earn a call-up. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Opening day through April. I appreciate you watching. We're 16-15. The battle for 500 seems to be the trend with the Royals. Tigers 0-10 in their last 10. No good. But we're not worried about them. We could totally win the division this year. We might even be a buyer at the trade deadline. Won't make any promises. A lot of season left. We're already dealing with some injuries. Long way till July. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.